All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we are talking about wild offerings for Season 3, as well as some of the best ways to gear. We're going to get straight into it here without any precursor. I'm going to keep this as short as possible for you guys, because you guys probably already have some of this data, but maybe not all of it. So stay tuned, and we'll hopefully get all your questions answered. So now, a lot of the best in slot runes, as well as some specific pieces, are actually gotten from the wild offerings vendor. Now, to do the wild offerings, or to get it, you have to do a whole quest line. I'll link it in the description below on exactly how to get the quest line and get that done. And here are some of the gear that you actually get from it. Now, most melee are going to obviously go for the ring and the trinket, just because you need that 5% hit in order to get into raid, as well as to PvP a little bit more efficiently. However, it's a slog. Let's say on average it takes you 30 minutes to complete one run, and you need to get 27 runs completed, because you need 3 to turn in the actual quest, and then you need another 24 for your trinket and your ring if you are a melee, because you need the hit, as we said earlier. That's an average of about 13 hours. Maybe you do a little bit faster, maybe you do a little bit slower. But I don't know about you, but 13 hours seems way too long to be getting 2 slots here. Now, what I'm about to tell you here is going to make your runs go from taking 30 minutes to taking 6 to 8 minutes long. Now, I'm going to give you a few different suggestions here on how to make this as simple as possible. Now, the 3 dungeons that you can do this in are actually Maraudon, Zul'Farrak, and BRD, Blackrock Depths. Now, easily the worst one on the list here is going to be Zul'Farrak. The reason being is that nothing really best in slot is going to drop from any of the bosses that you're going to be doing to get through wild offerings. Sure, you have the gloves of the tiger that you can get, which are really good. However, they're on a super low drop chance, and I think only warriors need them this phase, because not even paladins need them. So they're not really worth to do for 90% of classes. But I would say the speedrun is pretty fair. It's about 15 to 17 minutes to do a run. Whereas you have Blackrock Depths, which is by far the slowest wild offering run, but you have a lot better chances of getting gear, and a lot more different classes actually need the gear from there. We can talk about the caster belt, the melee dagger, or specifically the rogue dagger. You have basically every melee's pre-biz cape, as well as some good caster capes in there. You have a good offhand from there. I think it's pre-biz for a few classes, etc, etc. And then you have Maraudon, which is the fastest by far. It doesn't have that much loot, considering you're only doing one boss. However, you are going to be hitting lockout well under time, even if you mess up the runs I'm about to show you on how to do. And it also, as a little bonus, drops the black stone ring, which is best in slot for, I think, all melee, as well as the blade of eternal darkness, which is best in slot for all casters. So now I'm going to go over each of the wild offering runs and what to do for them for every dungeon. So we're going to start out here with Zul'Farrak. Zul'Farrak is located right here in Tanarus. At level 50, you can basically avoid most of the initial mobs. And what you can do is you're actually going to go through and you're going to run through all the mobs. Try to pick up as least as possible, and you're going to get to the reset spot. Once they finish resetting, you're going to go ahead and kill this first boss. Then you're going to do this secondary boss on these stairs. And then you are going to go not upstairs, because that fight is longer. You're actually going to go straight to the pool, and you're going to kill this lady here. And then the spider should be pathing towards you. Now, this pathing actually doesn't change at all unless there is a rare that spawns in. Now, the rare generally spawns in to the left side of the map, completely opposite of what you normally do. And in the scenario that it does spawn in, what you're going to do is you're going to kill the rare. Then you're going to run over to the pool where Gazrilla spawns. You're going to use Mallet, spawn Gazrilla, and then you're going to kill the same lady there. And then the spider will path towards you as well. Now, this is the only scenario in which this is the fastest run. However, there is almost never a rare spawn, so just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to move on to BRDs, and BRD is located right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab yourself somebody that has done the key quest. It's this quest right here. Link is also in the description below. Or a rogue that has max level lockpicking at 250. You're going to pick lock the initial 2 gates, and then you're going to unlock the door. Once everyone is gathered outside the door, you're going to make a mad dash for the arena, and you're going to hopefully not die. Then you're going to drop down into the arena, and hopefully you're going to get to the safe zone. Then you're going to do the arena. You're going to then go down, follow the path on the left, and you're going to kill Lord Rakor, as well as the Houndmaster. And then you're going to have to go all the way back up the arena, head over to the right, and you're going to kill the Pyromancer. Once you kill the Pyromancer, the Wild Offering will spawn, and you will then have to go back to the second gate where you pick locked. You're going to have to clear the Fire Elemental there, as well as the pack of Dwarfs. They do hit extremely hard, so make sure that you have at least a good tank and a good healer, and you should be alright. And then it should be pathing right in front of you there. And here is a very fast map of the area. You're going to be following the red line at first, and then as soon as you get to the Houndmaster, you're going to be swapping it up, and you're going to follow the blue line, and you're going to go up, around, and all the way over. It's a little bit hard to see there, but I hope that makes sense. Next, we're going to have Maraudon. So Maraudon is located here in Desolace. You're going to go to this location right here. And if you have not done the quest for the Sceptre, which basically allows you to do the skip, make sure somebody in the party does. And while you could normally do this with a 10-man party, if you do get the Blade of Eternal Darkness or the Blackstone Ring, it's going to be heavily contested, and maybe you don't want to do that. Now, you can either do this in a 5-man party, or you can do this in a 2-man party. Now, the most ideal of ideals conditions here would be to grab a Druid and a Hunter, and that's all you actually need to do the entire run. So you're going to go in, the Druid is going to use Soothe Animal on essentially all of the packs. There is a reset zone right here, kind of like in the center, and you can either go ahead and kill the rock elementals that are pathing, or you can just wait for them to path by you, and then you can continue soothe animaling all of them. Now, if one of the animal soothes actually gets resisted, you can actually just go right back to that same spot, and then you shouldn't have any issues. Now, once you get past all of the dinosaurs here, you're going to have the giants. Now, the giants, unfortunately, cannot be mind-soothed or beast-soothed, so you're going to have to straight up kill them. Now, one way I have found a workaround of this, I do not have the footage of it, however, I'm going to have to just verbally explain it, is that you're going to get the hunter pet to pull all of the mobs while the druid is in stealth, and the druid is just going to be stealthing past all of them while they are focused on the pet. You're going to have the pet pull all the way to the very last pack of giants. You just have to make sure that the pet has dash. As soon as the pet gets to the very last one, it's probably going to die, at which point the hunter should hopefully have reached near the end as well, and he is going to feign death. And if you do this correctly, you should be both in the pool and safe from the giants, and you don't have to worry about any of that. Now, next, you can actually just pull the princess and kill her, and then you can blow the horn and get the Wild Offering done from that. Now, if you do not have that composition, that's totally fine. You do the run the exact same way. You're just going to be running through it the same way. Just make sure that you have a druid for the mind soothes. And here is the map really fast, just to show you the route on a map basis. You can even have this pulled up while you're doing it the first few times, just to make sure that you're going the right way. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that makes your journey a little bit easier in Azeroth here for Season Discovery Phase 3. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out for now.